What's up everyone, this is Fino. I'm casting OU League, Top Class International League bracket. Round robin, of course. We've got Yoshi versus Puyota today. Yoshi we've seen previously had a very exciting match, and we'll hopefully get some more of that today. And just decided to do a bit of a cold cast here because I really enjoyed casting the other matches before, but due to scheduling constraints I wasn't able to do it with Ascension for the past few, so we'll try recording a few of these here. So we should be getting on our way here. For people that are interested, this is just a VOD from the OU League channel, which I can link in the description perhaps. And if you really want to watch these matches super fresh as they're happening live in a Japan favored scheduling, go there. But we're off to the match here. Puyota known to do a little bit of the sandwich action, but early 2-double, a little bit of a low attack here, but 3-triple into 4 from Yoshi. Puyota with the response here, 4-chain. Yoshi ready to counter though. Greens do get blocked off, he should be able to tail off of those later, but so far Puyota with the space advantage here. Yoshi though getting ready to go into main chain there, reaching top of the board, but 2-triple to dissolve the trigger doesn't give Puyota too much time and is able to get back down to the bottom floor. So 5-chain from Puyota here versus 6 from Yoshi. Puyota still not giving up though, tanking a little bit here with a 2-chain. Will get covered up those yellows there. Yoshi getting ready to finish here. Doesn't need too much, but has to do something soon. Puyota only has the greens here. Okay, links here. Oh god, Giga power chain from Yoshi to seal that off. AC round start here. Lots of fun. Right out the gate. We do technically have the number of pieces for another AC, but Puyota with the big initiation. Yoshi was trying to just set off a single to block the AC bonus on its own, but Puyota had extra juice on that attack to seal the deal. So this time Yoshi potentially going for another 3 or 2-double at least. Only singles here. A little bit of a slowdown on the transition for Yoshi, looking for greens to set this off. Finds another blue to add a link. This should be good for Yoshi here. He's gonna get the purples to the reds at the end. Puyota only waiting for purples here, but doesn't really have the length to beat that chain. 36k versus 13k on the score, and Yoshi goes up 2-1. So far, Yoshi hasn't been too shaken up by any of the aggression from Puyota. So we'll see if Puyota mixes things up a little bit. Definitely a little bit slow on the draw in terms of piece economy for Puyota. Yoshi just letting the main chain rip. Really complicated transition here for Puyota. You know, a lot of pieces. Okay, so he's going in from the left side, and the pieces, oh my goodness, really tricky tailing there. but unfortunately that piece complexity also comes with a time complexity cost. Perhaps if Puyota had been able to put pieces down a little more quickly, he would have been able to overcome that. Nevertheless, that was some really nice creative play from Puyota. Love to see it. And big two double, I might add, into 3 for Yoshi, where we saw a little bit of a speed bump for Puyota last round. Yoshi might have thought to extrapolate that and just go for a quick rush, and it pays off. So Puyota kind of losing a bit of a transition link here. Does waste it for the yellow, but the result was Puyota just didn't have as many resources nicely grouped up to counterattack against Yoshi's aggression again. So far, the strategy seems pretty convincing here for Yoshi. Just playing solid, honest Puyo. And as I say that, another attack inbound on Puyota's board. Not as catastrophic as last time, but still a bit troublesome. So he sends off a little bit of a defense, but huge 4 from Yoshi. No tank is possible here. Yoshi doing a good job of pushing the pace here, despite having what appears to be a more solid main chain game. He's not relying entirely on that capability to take the edge in this match. So this time we've got a little more of a sullen here going on for Puyota, trying to clean up a little bit, and the split takes it over to the red X. I really would like to see Puyota just try to ramp up that speed a little bit, because at this rate it's not going to turn out well if it continues like this. But okay, here's the initiation from Puyota to double. Yoshi with the smart build order, juicy 4, triggers main from Puyota, and 6 triple. Yoshi, let's see if the tail's enough. Double on the 4, double on the 5, and Puyota taking a round back with the counter on top to boot. So that was a nice sequence there from Puyota, able to string together several consecutive attacks. And Yoshi not going for the AC. I respect it. It's a little bit of a long one there. And again, attack from Puyota. Yoshi ready though. 3 double. Versus main from Puyota. Yoshi taking care not to block off that main. And he seals it here, needs 2 blues and another, and that was a very bold blue dependency there, needing 2 more blues on the transition and 1 more blue a few columns away to trigger. It might have been a little bit safer if the transition point and the trigger were a little bit closer together. Can save a little bit of piece economy by placing blues near each other, but didn't work out that time. And Puyota looking pretty good right now with the dynamics of this round. So 3 chain off the back of Yoshi, Trigger is looking still clean. Tail's looking clean. All he has to do is finish here with a couple rows to dig through for Puyota. It's not looking good. Yoshi taking the round back. And perhaps the momentum. 8-3 for Australia. So this time we might be getting sandwich versus sandwich. Oh no, actually, Puyota building a GTR base, coincidentally. The one time Yoshi goes for a sandwich build. But early initiation, 3-chain. I like Yoshi's board shape quite a bit better here though. Chooses to attack though, scrambles up the head of the chain a little bit, and this might be trouble as Puyota sets off main. Big gap in column 3. Really hard to time the height precisely to get back not only to the trigger height but also not conflict anything on the way up there. So Yoshi slightly deviating from the previous game plan. Unfortunately, didn't work out. Good pace here from Puyota, firing off 2 double, but Yoshi goes right ahead with main. Puyota does get a couple of extensions back onto the main chain. This is going to be really efficient here. Yoshi looking to tank to yellows. He finds the links to connect, but the Q is just not there. Necessary gamble there. I don't know that with what Yoshi had, even taking a rock off of the incoming damage for the counter, I don't know if that would have been enough. So right down to the wire there, Puyota takes that round nicely. Initiation here for Puyota, 2 for 2. Pebbles. Now we might be getting perhaps a 4 maybe from Puyota off the head, but we're gonna see the 4-chain first coming out from Yoshi, and Puyota had the chance to turn the head into a smaller attack, but putting pieces onto the extension was a bit of a commitment towards the main chain, and that was sniped off by Yoshi there. Very nicely done. Just overwhelming Puyota's board early on, making him pick that 50-50, but okay, nice 2 double here. Really nice conversion into a chain head, but 3 double, it does cut, and Warikomi, Yoshi getting one last piece to shrug off more damage. He's right back at the head, but he's got greens coming in. 4 rows of garbage at the head, and Puyota with the clean finish. Really crazy scramble there, but that initial chip from the exchange at the very beginning just sent Yoshi off on a spiral. Could not recover that column 1 to get back down to any sort of meaningful firepower. So Puyota definitely coming back in a big way. 3-chain to start. A little small in my opinion. Yoshi tanking here, looking for purples to yellows, finds the 3 with all the pieces there. Looking to counter Puyota's main chain here. Only has the blue, is gonna lose pieces from the top. 8-chain from Puyota, and no yellow at the end for Yoshi to match. And Puyota just brutally throwing everything at Yoshi here. where Yoshi had a little bit of rhythm before in terms of timing against Puyota, the tables feel like they've turned a little bit. So again, Yoshi setting up potentially a little bit of an attack, but seeing as extensions would make the attacks too long, he dismantles a little bit. Finds yellows, needs green. Finds yellow-green to get that extra link, +1. So 9 double for Puyota versus Yoshi's main. Single 10. Puyota not getting the greens, but it wasn't connecting to anything there either. So solid outplay there for Yoshi. Keeping the lead despite it having closed up over the last few rounds. So far it looks like Puyota does like to activate the tail side of the chain a little bit earlier for attacking purposes. I don't know that his secondary chaining has really been tested too much. Huge flurries for both sides here. Finally, Puyota with a main chain. Yoshi might have been able to go for that purple, but he saw in the nick of time that there wasn't going to be the grace from Puyota's chain resolution to give him that space there. Nice heads up play, and Puyota's final 4 double in the end, not able to overcome. And so far, I'm getting the impression that Puyota's mid game is, you know, as I see it right now, pretty single speed. And, you know, it's still relatively early in the set. So, early exchange here. 2 for 3 for 2. There's still time for Yoshi to get adapted to this Puyota style as it is right now, but the reverse is also true. Puyota can also adapt to Yoshi's style for the rest of the set. So Puyota not going for that tail side destruction just yet. And just as I say, he does reshape the tail a little bit. Still good posture, but the columns are full for Yoshi here, forced to set off main, but I think that was a misread from Puyota. And just gets punished outright. Even from a favorable position, Puyota not able to capitalize on Yoshi's hesitation and poor posture. Gives up a round that I don't know that he should have let go. And early main for Yoshi here, but really creative solve from Puyota. Insane, actually, to find that 5 chain to survive, even if it's just for a little bit. Yoshi taking 1 pop that might give Puyota some breathing room. Fires off purples here. Huge 2 into 3. 4, 5. And Puyota with just the most absurd heads up play there. Really creative. Building that tail in such a way that he got such a clean 5 off of it. Impressive stuff from Puyota there. Able to snag that round back and hopefully swing some momentum in his favor. So Yoshi Looking for a double here off yellows, maybe triple. Looking for reds though. He's struggling. He's trying to figure out how to make this work. He's got the 2 double there. And oh, that solve was so close. Simultaneously attempting to preserve a gigantic attack while reading Puyota's chain, while also pivoting to try and repair the main chain. Unfortunately, was a little bit overwhelmed at the end, but impressive attempt by Yoshi nonetheless. And ferocious attack from Puyota, again showing that you do not want to mess around with this guy. And Puyota just going for main here, not terribly much pressure here. Needs another purple for Yoshi. Double reds or a green. Is there space in the 6? He gambled it all. And he needed 60k to survive that. Mad scramble there for Yoshi. Sometimes you just gotta pull the lever on that slot machine. And of course, as slot machines go, sometimes it doesn't work out, but 2 double shenanigans for Puyota, potentially not blocking that 2 yet. Might be looking for initiative here. Fat 2 double. Yoshi ready to tank though, does have the purples to dig out a little bit and the greens to follow up, but he's gonna try and extend something here. I don't know. Puyota might have the space advantage, and that might not be a winning combo for Yoshi. Puyota finally tying it back up. 12-12, finally getting to around the halfway point of this set. And so now we've got a right side transition for Yoshi versus early 2 double into main. Does this, okay, this is a nice tail here. Would have been nice to get the extra blue on the tail for Yoshi, but Puyota has more than enough time to prepare. Puyota does get the 7th link in addition to that double on the 6, and the cut slightly stuffs Yoshi's attempt to survive that follow-up. Puyota finally taking a lead in this set, 12-13. Little bit of a purple drought here for Puyota. Reds are still open should he need it in an emergency. Finally covers up on the purples there in column 1. Yoshi with a nice main chain build going here. Only has space. Okay, finds the reds to yellows. He's just gonna send main right away. No footsies at all. And Puyota looking for maybe a red and then a blue. Doesn't get the colors for the extra link. And his chain unfortunately is busted. Not able to get back down to the base there. And Yoshi keeping it tight, 13-13. Both players taking risks when they feel they need to. Definitely no real misplays for either side so far. Yoshi looking to set up resources off the blues, but there are just no blues coming. Is trying to potentially keep some pressure off from Puyota, but his build just kept getting more and more locked in like quicksand, and in the end not able to withstand Puyota's attack. So Puyota going for the L shape here. Might be looking for 2 double off purples. Extends to green. No, 3 chain with the new greens inbound. And oh, that was a 5 chain, which good response from Yoshi to fire main here. Puyota rapidly rebuilding that tail, does get the greens and yellows in the end, needs one more yellow. And those reds link as well. This might be trouble for Yoshi there. Gotta be chaining like an absolute madman to survive here. And really creative extension going to column 2 for Yoshi. I think this might be enough. 6 double. And Puyota not able to counter with the purples in column 4. Had some space to dig. Might have been working with half a board after Yoshi's chain resolved if they had gotten that off. Excellent scramble for both players. Really nice secondary play for Yoshi in that round. Now if Yoshi can initiate, and it's Puyota with the draw here. 2 triple, and Yoshi not able to set anything up to get back down. It's gonna have to be a little more risky with the main chain activation and just deal with dismantling main chain to harass, because I don't know that Puyota is gonna give Yoshi the space to have those smaller dedicated attacks set up. So main chain versus main chain, 5 for Puyota, and Yoshi should be able to overcome this, and Puyota folds. Puyota is slightly jumping the gun there. Not doing enough to seal off Yoshi in that situation. But you know, fair play to Puyota. It has worked in prior rounds, but I don't know that this is the time yet to be grasping at straws like that. So nice attack from Puyota here, dropping a couple lines on Yoshi, covering up that main green section. Needs another blue though. Only greens and yellows in the queue for Yoshi, unable to solve that. And easily topped out by Puyota on that round. So back into play we go. Puyota might be going for a fat 3 here. Gotta be careful to not okay, nice conversion to 2 double, but that's still gonna be 3 rows on Puyota's board. Yoshi looking to finish 3 chain here. Nice dig out, but those purples in column 3 for Puyota, making it a near death situation regardless of how much he's able to shrug off. So overall, still anyone's game. 16-16, 2 double on Puyota, dropping a line. Puyota has had no problems making these complicated sandwich bases so far. And another one right there. Although it didn't link, that's all he needed for chain to catch Yoshi off guard. Build order is looking similar to this time, but another big 2 double for Puyota. This time Yoshi responds with main. Puyota will need another yellow and gets greens to buffer. One more green. He does have the purple on top of the green. This is gonna go main, but the tail does cut. And Puyota got a little fancy with it. Paid the price. Was that an AC on Yoshi's board? Nicely done. Curiously, since the beginning of this set, we haven't seen any more ACs. Fun little fact. Puyota again looking to possibly initiate. Dissolves here, might be a 3 off the blues. Yoshi might have to fire main here. Not getting purples, gets one in the end. Good amount of risk management there for Yoshi. Wait, that didn't go down to the end. Puyota finishing off with a 3-chain. Yoshi desperately trying to create space here, but needed a lot of yellows to have any shot of surviving that. Yeah, really surprising to see, to turn around and just realize that Yoshi's chain stopped outright. Yoshi under a lot of pressure to finish these chains in a timely fashion. So Puyota taking a big hit there. Yoshi with a big finish. These players have just sailed past the true midway point of this set. Still tied, still tight. Anyone's game. 18-18. And potentially, okay, finds the purple in the end for Puyota to send in a massive 2-double. Yoshi trying to find a way back down, but needed a purple and yellow to survive here. But here's a chance. Does get a purple up top to potentially chain back down. Puyota shuts that business down quite swiftly. Neither player able to take that break in this set since Puyota caught up. And Yoshi might be going for harassment here. 2-chain. Will he finish off the main chain? Does he have the blue up there? We'll never find out. Puyo with the first break going up 2. Finally. Yoshi struggling a little bit to get to that main chain. Big damage. Puyo keeping Yoshi on his toes really well here. Covers up the gap in column 3. Is this a main chain here? No, those yellows cut. It's only a 5, but only a 5 from Yoshi too. Dropping 3 lines. And Puyo with initiative here. Yoshi barely hanging on. Does get a lot of greens here. Might give him the space to carry on. And Puyo scrambles ahead yet again. Puyo definitely starting to take control of the match here. Early rush. Yoshi has the green on deck. You don't need to extend that, my friend. and sends it away. A little hasty from Puyota there. That's not gonna counter against 5 rocks. As fast as you can play, you'd have to defy physics to survive that. So Yoshi, definitely far from out of it. Able to recognize, you know, hey, you're not allowed to do that to me. Still kicking. This time Yoshi with the initiative 2-3 versus small clears from Puyota. It's gonna be hard for Puyota to get back down to main from here, and Yoshi just sending his own main. And oh, Puyota managing to get all the way back down. That's gonna be a 9 chain. Yoshi this time was the hasty one, where a 2 chain, 3 chain, something small would have done the trick. He went for main, and Puyota was given the space to consider the options and get back into the game. That's gotta sting if you're Yoshi. You cannot be letting those rounds out for free like that at this stage in the set. So 3 chain versus 2 double versus Thorn. And again, we're in this scramble. Yoshi's bottom half of the board is gone. Puyota overwhelming Yoshi's processing speed here with just sheer volume. This might be a good chance for Yoshi to consider just going back to basics. That honest chain building, God-fearing play. And as Riona calls it, pulling a Dan for Puyota? Mysterious piece placement out at the kill line. And as far as freebies go, that was a good one for Yoshi. But 2 chain, 3 chain, 4, 5? This is pretty huge for Yoshi right here. Puyota should be able to shove off some of it, but still takes 4 lines. Real sneaky on that overall chain length by Yoshi, catching Puyota off guard, who had a reasonably sized defense for anything but that attack from Yoshi. So trickery is afoot as the set is winding down into the 20s. Dio from the Japanese commentary on the VOD we're watching here going absolutely bonkers, as he is known to do. And Puyota, nice defense here, but okay, 4 double, 5 double. Yoshi with the main? Should survive this. What does Puyota have? He doesn't have any good counters ready. He's just gonna go for 2 double, 3, 4 double. Amazing survival there. And Yoshi has to clear this out, setting him back a couple of pops. Puyota with the initiative 2 double. Still able to clean up here. Nice 3 chain to clear out the board. Should be able to tank another rock here. Choosing to build off greens here. He spends the green there. Not able to clear out like he was in previous exchanges. Puyota ready for a big 2-chain, looking for the third link as well. 4, 5. Yoshi looking for blues, finds it into reds, into yellows. He's gonna take a hit here, but he's still fighting. And Puyota with amazing finishing power, amazing position, as Yoshi kept getting ticked from that insane Puyota pressure. Both players secondary chaining on full display here. Incredible survival skills from Yoshi to go for what? 3, 4 exchanges? But Puyota taking that really brutal round there. Gonna send in 3 versus 4 from Yoshi. Big 4, I might add. Main coming out. Yoshi a little hard to extend on the head there, needs to tail. No time to try and figure out how to deal with those blues on column 1. He's just gonna have to work with what he's got. It is pretty nice though. 7 triple into 8. Only a 3 in response from Puyota. Yoshi showing off that solid defense. Still keeping it at 2, but we are drawing towards the end of the set here. Excellent slugfest so far from both players, and 3-chain initiation from Puyota versus main from Yoshi. Does have extra juice on the early links. Puyota looking for a turnaround here, does find that yellow and the purple to get back down to main with extra juice in the middle here. Instead, 7-chain not quite enough though. Half board to finish for Yoshi quite swiftly. So far, both players giving and taking as the set goes. Both main chains getting wired up quite nicely now. Yoshi first to go, and Puyota does not make any attempt to extend here. And those reds tripling at the 7 into 8, but versus a 12, Puyota had all the time in the world to extend there, but that seems like quite a misplay there as Yoshi tying it up now. Funny Puyo number, 24 all. Puyota again looking for 2, finds 2 triple instead this time. Yoshi lacking reds, might have to clean up on those blues in column 1 to get that column 1 stack down a little bit. And Puyota going with the larger sized attack was the right choice there. Yoshi kind of capped at 2 chains to have any chance of recovering that position. Puyota activating an earlier attack this time, perhaps off yellows in columns 2. Yoshi not letting anything past here though. Puyota does fire all his resources though. In not a great position now, barely able to hang on here. Thorn coming out, not gonna cover too much, but Puyota's board position slowly crumbling forced to rely more and more on the tail end here as Yoshi is sending 1s and 2s. This might be the break Puyota needs. Oh, this is it. This is the main. He only sacrificed 1 link off the tail, but Yoshi, plenty of space here, just needs to not conflict those purples in the end. What? Yoshi misplayed. Misbuilt that transition. That purple in the way, spoiling what was otherwise a really dominating and suffocating mid-game. Tough round to lose for Yoshi there. And Puyota definitely performing above spec for that situation. Huge 2-3. And this time Puyota not able to come up with anything in response. Puyota going for the AC, let's go. If the game does not give you one, you gotta make it yourself. But Yoshi with the 4 chain here, gonna have to contend with incoming damage. Doesn't have the height yet so far to face a single, but Puyota's not sending it either. Puyota's just, oh dear. Caught at the tail end there. Yoshi making 1 clear, and that's sometimes enough frames just to be the green light to send that AC bonus. Puyota not getting punished for that long AC there. Really unfortunate for Yoshi there. But huge 5 chain for Puyota. Yoshi will blow up the tail slightly, but that's gonna be an 8 chain. There's no way Puyota is surviving this, even going to main. Wait, but never mind, this is also an 8. And Yoshi getting the stairs in place. Secondary battle here, but Puyota, now that's definitely not able to, he's not able to survive that. Great counter play from Yoshi there. Puyota transitioning off the left side here, does have a pretty beefy tail here if he can get those purples to clear, and he clears them with an attack. Yoshi going for main here. Really relying on his secondary chaining ability to try and call out Puyota on those scrambles. And this match is as tight as it gets. And Yoshi, you know, the last match we saw went up to 29-29 as well. Maybe we'll see it again here. Puyota looking for 2 double. And Yoshi keeping that trigger open. Not wanting to be too risky with it. Puyota fishing for a lot of pieces there, trying to get that extra +1, but the yellows he chucked onto the right side, cutting the rest of his sandwich off. He's got the horizontal cut instead of the nice triangle on the grilled cheese. So, you know, maybe this is the key for Yoshi here. You know, he got shaken up a little bit, trying to keep up with Puyota's pressure, but oh! Nice catch from Yoshi there. Almost getting completely decked by that short chain from Puyota. Beautiful build order, keeping Yoshi in the game, going up 29-27. This is match point here. You cannot get fooled by these attacks if you just build safely, and that's what Yoshi is managing to accomplish here at the end of this set. Did get caught off a little bit. Oh, huge 2-double, but sometimes the pieces just aren't there for you. Yoshi trying to make sure he does not lose that groove. Early pop from Puyota was a lot of one color there. And now facing a 2-double from Yoshi, main from Puyota. Oh god, 4, was that quadruple? But Yoshi does have a pretty nice main chain here. And Puyota, it's over. Banking it all on a risky attack at the end there, just when Yoshi is you know feeling that real nice momentum from just clean builds, not committing too hard over triggers, keeping space open in the middle of the board, getting that nice green field to you know, have a lot of options. And that's just the sort of solid fundamentals that will really bail you out of some tricky situations, such as when you've got Puyota, the absolute like offensive madman, throwing the kitchen sink at you, and you know, throwing heck 2 kitchen sinks, 3 kitchen sinks. It was a dominating set in the beginning, until Puyota just ramped up the aggression, and we just rode this set very tightly all the way to the end. Yoshi coming out on top. Thrilling stuff. But yeah, that's the set for now. Thank you all for watching. I'll try to post all the sets that I missed live on Ascension, and for the rest, do follow Ascension Puyo on Twitch, on YouTube. I'll have all those links for you, and if I'm not casting there, you can probably find me over here on my YouTube, so it's up here as well. So until next time, see ya.